Alright, shooting from the hip here. Just going over the pads that I use really quick. This one here is the Rue PES Melee yellow pad. It's great for finishing down minor defects. Just a really nice texture to it. Works great. I use that with my Flex 3401, and it's a great versatile pad, great for a one-step. This one is a Lake Country hybrid pad, which I believe they quit making, so I bought several of them on sale. And this is a really great, like, middle of the road pad. It's gonna give you some good correction. And it also finishes down really nicely, and it's extremely durable. So this one is very versatile and probably overall one of the best pads that you can get. It's kind of a shame that they're discontinuing them, although Lake Country has tons of great options, so I'm sure they have something else that will be similar to that, but it's just overall a fantastic pad. Let's go. So this one is a Lake Country force pad, and this one is really good for removing, medium to heavy defects on softer clear coats, or single stage, I guess, as well. Really great, really durable pad. It's got a good thickness to it too, so for certain vehicles, having that extra thickness can actually give you some more safety. It keeps the hard parts of the machine that are moving close to your paint work and trim further away from the actual surface, so it's kind of good to have a range of thicknesses. And this one, for a thick pad, it doesn't really compress as much. It's kind of it's just a lot more stiff than normal, and that's something with the force line that they have. This one is, I believe, a Car Pro flash pad, and I think they come in different sizes, but I only have the 3-inch one here, and this one's really good too. It's good at taking out heavier defects. It's better than most other pads for the most part. The only exception, I would say, is this one here, and this is the Rue PES UHS Pad. I've already done a quick video on this one, and this one will take defects out of hard clear coat better than anything, really, better than aggressive wool when it's paired with the UHS compound from Rue PES. I just can't say enough good things about it, and I like Rue PES, but I'm not a fan of any one manufacturer of machines or polishes or pads or anything like that. I like whatever works the best for me. And the UHS system is amazing, and I use it with a Flex machine. I've also got Rue PES, the hybrid from Rue PES. So I like a variety. I feel like a lot of the companies do specific things better than others. And the Rue PES UHS Polish really surprised me, because I'm a Sonax fan. I like the perfect finish. I like the Cut Max, the 0406. I just really like Sonax products. But that UHS is, it's incredible stuff. As far as hard clear coats, it's, in my opinion, the best polish compound you can get. So moving on to the fiber stuff here. This is a Griot's microfiber. That's just what it's called. It's just the Griot's microfiber pad. And here's one from Meguiar's. And if you can see here, it's harder to see the blacks, but the fibers on this black pad are thicker. Like each individual strand of fiber is thicker than on the Meguiar's. Meguiar's, you get really thin pieces of fabric here. So I feel like this pad is actually easier to clean, and I feel like it just works better overall. It's a little bit more expensive, but I feel like it's worth it. In my opinion, this Griot's microfiber is the best microfiber you can get, and that's going to be a controversial opinion. I know most people prefer Meguiar's, and Meguiar's is great. There's nothing wrong with this pad. It does a fantastic job. It does what it's meant to do. I just prefer this one a little bit because of the ease of cleaning, and I feel like it retains its shape a bit better. It doesn't mat down as much as the Meguiar's. So it's really great. And then here's one from I think it's Buff and Shine. So yeah, this is the Euro fiber, and it's got a mixture of heavy cutting and finishing microfibers in it. So the idea is you should be able to cut and finish really well with this pad, and in general I agree with that. You know, I think it's a great pad. From my use of it, it does what it's meant to do. Again, it's a little bit easier to clean than the Meguiar's as well. It's got a little bit thicker fibers, but it's not as thick of fibers as the Griot's here. But overall, really good, solid pad. This one here is the Rue PES. There you go. Medium wool polishing pad. And it's great. It doesn't cut a crazy amount. It doesn't cut like you would think a normal wool pad would, but it finishes probably better than any wool pad you're going to find. Just the finish on it is just great for a wool pad. So I really like it. I would recommend it. Does a great job. So yeah, I mean, that's for the most part what I use. If I run into a softer clear coat, there's a couple other pads that I've got. So this is just your Hexlogic Chemical Guys black finishing pad. So that's going to help you out if you're doing something on a really soft clear coat where the yellow is too intense to finish down, or the blue, or the orange. If any of these aren't finishing down well enough, then you can take it to a black pad with a fine polish, and that shouldn't leave any marring. And then if it does, if you got a really special circumstance, this is a Griot's waxing pad, so you could put a really fine polish on there if the black pad's still too aggressive, which, I mean, you're talking like 1 in 100,000 or something odds of maybe needing to use a finish polish with this instead of a black pad, maybe 1 in 1,000,000. This one I actually haven't used yet. This is the Rue PES coarse wool pad. But if you like Rue PES and if you like this pad, but it's not cutting enough for you, this would be your next option. But I can't speak to the performance of it because I have not used it. Obviously it's still in the package. But it feels like a really good quality. It's got a really short nap on it. And it's like it was manufactured in a really specific way, so that it's very uniform and the fibers are really short. So I mean, from what I've heard and what research I've done, I think this is a fantastic pad as well, but like I said, no first-hand experience, so I'm not gonna make any recommendations based on that. If you're looking for any of this stuff, I recommend Detailed Image. They don't sponsor me or anything. I'm a detailer, and they've got good prices, so I like them. There's a lot of great companies out there too. I mean, a lot of good companies to buy this kind of stuff from. But Detailed Image, they've always treated me well, and they have the best prices I can find, being a professional. So, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.